pretty sure I have like 30 minutes of content with me right now, which I'm gonna have to cram up into maximum of 10 minutes. I have no idea how I'm gonna do that. I solemnly swear I'm up to no good. Hey guys, it's me Rasha, and today I'm gonna talk about why I started YouTube and the reasons why and why I don't upload so much. But before that, I need to go get changed. This is better. This is more video making purpose. I'm gonna talk about why personally I wanted to do it. Firstly, Maria and I, we're really fond of YouTube, the YouTubers, and how they inspire people and how they just, they're just a part of our lives right now. I'm gonna keep this back. The reason why I was so passionate about YouTube was because it seemed like such a good medium to put stuff on. I don't know how to explain it exactly, but I'm going to try my best to explain why I do YouTube. A lot of YouTubers do YouTube because, they need a platform, they need somewhere to put it up, and they want to showcase their talents and things like that. And obviously I'm coming from the same corner. And for me, like for a lot of YouTubers, it has turned into, what do the fans want? What do they want? What do my viewers like? What do they want to see? And I think that's amazing because, it really gives a very special connection for people to, connect to people all around the world, because I'm here in Dubai and I watch people from the US, the UK, Australia, a lot of different places. So I think it's great, and I'm so glad we all have this opportunity to do so. And I'm not saying this is exactly what I want to do for the rest of my life, or this is what I want to do just as a hobby, or I don't know what this is either. For me, I'm a very goal-oriented person, and I like setting goals and like trying to achieve them. And my goals are normally pretty vague. It's like, oh, I should get good grades at the end of the term. I don't even set proper grades. I need to get A in everything. I normally didn't do that until I started university, because school was very hard for me, and I know I speak for a lot of people who studied in Indian-based education systems that it was really hard, and it wasn't something that I liked. It wasn't something that made me feel very good about myself, and the school that I went to wasn't a school that I loved. And there are many reasons for that, but I'm so happy I did go there, and there are so many things I did learn, so many friends that I made that mean the world to me. So there are a lot of ups and downs. So YouTube was this platform that always Maria and I, we always thought about it. We were like, oh, we should start a channel. And at first it was more like, oh, we should just start a channel, just a thing that we just say. But then, we thought about it, and we both realized we were very creative in these certain ways. For me, from very young, I used to make plays and skits with my cousins, and we used to put it up for my family. And only very recently did I realize those things. I did do those things. Yeah, I realized even when I was young, I used to write scripts and small plays and things like that. And that's only things I notice now that I've been doing, because I noticed that nobody in my family ever told me that, oh, that's something that you do, you're good at that. I've never had that kind of, I don't know, I'm not going to say it's not an encouragement, I don't know what to put it as, but I never felt like that was something I could do. I just thought that was a hobby, but I clearly enjoyed it very much, because I used to be really bossy with my cousins. I really wanted to get things done. I was like, okay, this is how we should do it. And I used to hate people who used to ruin my stuff. I realized I enjoyed doing all of that, and it was a huge part of my childhood now that I think of it. Later in 8th grade, my school's English department, they wanted to put up a play, and I really wanted to direct it, and I went for it. I said I want to direct it. Normally I would be like, oh, I don't know about this, there are smarter kids than me. And it's always the smart kids who get to direct stuff and do stuff. And I'm not saying I was bad at studies or anything, and my whole school is really good at studies. I was above average, but I wasn't not there yet. I wasn't in the top 5. I was probably in the top 10, but not the top 5. So, so the top 5 always got to do stuff. And I get it. They were really talented and there were some really good people as well. At one point in time, I thought, yeah, you know what? I should volunteer for this stuff. I should take an initiative and do something. So I did. And then I had a camera, which was my dad's obviously, but I really liked using it randomly. So I was like, you know what? Let's film this. Let's videograph this whole thing. So that's how it started out. Like it started out like, I would videograph the thing, once we directed the whole thing, once we put it up, and the final show would be shot on this tiny Sony Ericsson camera. I would take it home and I was like, oh okay, I'll just put it in a USB and give it to her. But then that's when I realized, wait, I can actually make some edits and stuff, because there was a few scenes where, the scenes changed and everything. So I was like, oh, it's a play, so there's a few things that I need to probably edit out. So that's when I got into editing. And I completely thank my uncle for that, because my uncle is like, okay, your dad has a MacBook, I'll show you how to edit in that. There's a app called iMovie, which I still use. I have not learned how to use Final Cut Pro yet. Yeah, my point being that, my uncle really helped me because he showed me how to edit, and it was so much fun to edit. It was seriously a lot of fun. And then I edited it and I gave it to my teacher, and she really, really enjoyed it. And she was like, oh my god, how do you do this? You're a magician. No, she didn't say that, but she was like, this is really nice. I want to show it to the other teachers. And a lot of other classes saw this and they were inspired, like as in they were like, oh, our videos are not good enough, we're going to do it again. And they literally went back home and they redid the whole thing just so that they could come up to our standards, which I think was pretty cool at that point. I felt genuinely happy, and even in 9th grade, I had the opportunity to do another skit, and it was amazing, and I got to work with my best friends, and it was so much fun. I still remember all the stay backs we had. That's like you'd stay back in school to rehearse and stuff, and it was the most fun I've ever had at that time. And we used to laugh and play, and like I had all these behind the scenes and everything. And when I did that, a lot of people liked it. Like the teacher was like, wow, this is even better than last time, because we had this whole backstory bit which we already shot before, and we played it, and the professor, and I added like a few effects and stuff, so the teacher really liked it, and she was like, wow, this is really great, I need to show it to people. And then I remember the head of the English department coming and saying, like, wait, are you the kid who edited the video? And I'm like, yeah, that's me, it's me, me, I edited videos. No, she asked me whether I edited videos, and I was like, yeah, I did. And she's like, it's really good, keep up the good work. And that really made me feel nice. And that's probably when I started getting into it. I helped my uncle. Actually, I watched my uncle edit his own wedding montage thing, which was pretty cool. So I did it for my next uncle's wedding montage, and it was the best feeling ever, because my uncles mean the world to me, and to make a wedding, like it was more like the childhood memories montage, like pictures and videos and things and fun things we did. And a lot of people got teary-eyed. We didn't show it to my uncle until the wedding day, obviously, to have the whole element of surprise, and he really enjoyed it, and like he thanked me and stuff, and it was like the nicest feeling. And that's when I realized this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to make things that touch people, like make them happy, make them feel nostalgic, whatever it is. I just want to make them feel for a while. That's how I started getting into videos and editing and things like that. And then I moved schools, and that really made a big difference for me, because I obviously didn't know anybody, and I moved cities as well, so it was very hard for me. But surprisingly enough, after a year of adjusting to the school, I met Maria. And let me tell you, that's like one amazing person, and I'm so glad I met her, because our thoughts are so in sync. Like, I'm not saying we're the same person, we're not, we're so different, but we have so many thoughts and we complete each other's ideas, my whole point is that I would say something and Maria would just improve the idea, and she would say something and I would just improve the idea. We used to have conflicts and we used to have like, oh, that doesn't sound that great, or okay, let's change that a bit. And there was a few disagreements among ourselves, and I think that's really good because we weren't afraid to say that, okay, that isn't the best idea, let's improve. Because all we concentrated on was getting the best content, and our movie proves that. Although right now when I watch the movie which we made, it's really cringeworthy, but you have no idea how much of effort we put into it, and it was like a baby because we put so much effort and we did it all in one day, and we had no friends. We had literally no friends, and we literally called everybody from our classes, and a few nice ones turned up, and whoever you see in the movie are the nice people who turned up to support us, which we didn't even expect, but I'm so grateful they did because it meant so much to us. I am a person who has ideas, and I do have ideas, but it's so hard for me to put it across. It's so hard for me to just be like, okay, I want to do this and just get it done. It could be part of my anxiety. I don't know what it is, but I just need like constant, I don't know, I just need somebody to tell me this is fine. I need somebody to be like, okay, that's something else you should do. That's why in the beginning of the video I had my brother adjust the camera and everything for me, because he's the most supportive out of all my family about this. So that helped me start the video up, because I've been wanting to make a video, you have no idea for how long. I literally have so many scripts. Maria and I have a CSI parody script which we have had it forever. We have had it for 2.5 years, and we couldn't get around to doing it because we didn't have the time. I was in uni and she just came here for a while. But my point being that I find it hard to make content without her. And I know that seems like, oh, that's weird. Why? It seems very dependable. I'm not saying I'm not going to be able to make content without her, but I'm saying I'll be able to make my best content with her, because we have this sync thing that goes on, and I think it's incredibly rare for people to have that, and I'm so grateful I have that with someone. That's one of the reasons why we do not have so much content on our channel. But I've decided to change that. I have decided to push myself and somehow come up with good content, and I don't know how, but I'm gonna push myself. I want to make at least 2 videos per month. 2 videos per month. It can't be that hard, right? It is not hard. I'm gonna make 2 videos per month. Yeah, like I am not very into acting per se, because I do not ever want to become an actor, because I think it's a very, very difficult job, and I think like I can pull off like small roles. That's fine, because I have to kind of, because I want to make stuff. But I believe acting is a very beautiful career, and like there are certain people who do it so well, and I want to work with those people because that'd be so much fun. I love actors, and I respect them a lot, and that's one of the reasons I don't want to become an actor, is because I respect them and I don't want to like meddle it up for them. And another reason is I'm not very passionate about acting. Like I never want to perfect my acting, I've noticed. I just want to perfect shots and ideas, but not my acting, mainly because I know I can't act really well. And yeah, as I said, I don't have much of interest, but I do try my best to give my best acting in most of our sketches, because and most of our sketches are very real life oriented, so it's not hard to act. But there are a few things that I want to grow, apart from just real life and sketches and stuff. I want to grow more than that, and that's why I really want to work with actors. I am kind of not so for, like, I'm not a very good actor, and I need really good scripts if I want to act. And writing really good scripts on your own is so hard, because you don't have anybody to read through it, who's going to tell you why it's not good, who's going to point out, oh, that's not that great. Like, that was the best part about writing a script with Maria. Like we would complete each other's scripts, and we would go through the whole thing. We would cut stuff, we would discuss stuff. It's so much fun when you're working with someone who knows what you want, and I'm so blessed to have her in my life, because literally she's one of the reasons I even started this whole YouTube thing, because she inspired me to, take a stand and be like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I want to make content for myself. I want to make content that I'm happy with, or for me, the reason I even suggest doing tags is because just to put something out there, as my brother was saying to me earlier, he was like, just put something, it doesn't matter what it is, you can take it down later if you don't like it, but just put something. And I think he's right in a way. It just gives you more inspiration to do stuff, it makes you want to do stuff, and it makes you want to push yourself. And for me, pushing myself is like the biggest issue with myself. Like, I do push myself a lot, and I do take pride in pushing myself, because there are a lot of things I'm afraid of, like being in front of a camera. That's not my strongest suit, because I never used to even stay for pictures with people, because I was like, oh, I don't like my face. I don't, and I mean, that's a difference. Like, I don't know. I'm never comfortable in front of cameras, but I'm doing this just because I can't let these small fears of mine to get in the way of something else that's bigger. Like, for me, I'm passionate about videography, I'm passionate about directing, and I want to grow in those terms. I'm going to come back to the beginning of the video, why I started YouTube. I needed a platform to express myself, to get myself to get going, because I personally need goals to reach there. Like, if I just wake up, and I've been doing that for the past 4 or 5 months of my life, I just wake up, I do nothing. I mean, I'm not saying I don't do university stuff. I complete my assignments, I do my work, university work. I rarely, but sometimes I do help around the house rarely. But I do stuff that is needed, but not stuff that I want, which is one thing I want to change about myself. I don't want to do things that I need to do. I want to do things that I want to do as well. So this is something I really want to do. I really want to start growing. I keep saying I want to learn, but I never take the step. I never take an initiative. And I believe initiative is the biggest thing that you need in your life. You need to start. You need to start somewhere, And it's always you're going to start at the bottom. And I don't care if people don't watch this. I am doing this for myself. And if people do watch this, thank you. That means a lot. But if people don't watch this, I guess that's your choice, and I respect that. Like, you don't want to watch somebody talking about her life. I completely get it. But if you are like me, if you do go through things, like you find it hard to start doing something that you're passionate about, or if you find it hard to start working towards a goal, just know that there are a lot of people out there. But there's one thing I believe, there's a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent. Like, every single person on this planet is talented. But not everybody is successful, and the only reason for that is because they didn't dream big enough. Because the more you dream, the more you want to reach that goal, and the more you want to reach that goal, the harder you try, the more effort you put. And I think that's really important, and that's what YouTube is to me. It's an initiative. It's something I want to, it's something that inspires me. And a few people that inspire me on YouTube are like Sawyer Hartman. I am in love with his vlogs and his videos, because he gives so much inspiration, and he brings about, like, he's the kind of spirit I want to be, like, like whatever obstacles you have, you just fight them and you just do what you want to do. And that's exactly what I want to do in my life. So I know this is a very rambly video, but I'm really glad I did this, because this gives me a closure on why I started doing this, and you guys a closure if you are watching, of why I do not upload on a regular basis and why I do want to upload. So hopefully after this video, in another 2 weeks, you'll be seeing another video with me in it. Hopefully I'll be talking, hopefully it'll be entertaining. But it would be really nice if any of you actually do watch these videos to leave some comments on what you want to see. Because for me, as I said, you know, for me to do original content and stuff, it's gonna take time. It's gonna take, like, I want people with me because I want a lot of, you know, a lot of effort and things like that. So that might take a little while. So if you want any kind of help or advice, or whatever you want, just like comment about it, because I would read your comments, because we don't get any comments. So if you comment it, I would read it and I would reply and I would maybe make a video about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you like the video. And I know it's a bit on and off and a few things probably don't have any connections to each other. That's because I'm not used to making videos like this, but I just wanted to try it out and I want to just put it out there. And my best friend Sneha said this is a good idea. It's all her fault. No, I'm so glad she asked me to do this because it means a lot to me, and I hope I can help you guys out in whatever you're going through, or like, I hope this video helps you, like at least one of you out, or it makes one of you laugh. I shall see you guys in 2 weeks. Adios amigos. What is this? What is this? What is this turned in? I have like 15 GB of data for this video, so it's gonna be so much fun editing it.
No, because you don't get it. You say astrology is no, where you go? You start, you go like, yeah, so today I'm talking about this, I'm gonna do this.
How do you know what I'm talking about? You know that?
Are you fucking serious?
I mean, I kind of do. It's not as bad as you can do.